Hey everybody, this is Everyday Commentary, and I was going to do a video about my 5 favorite things. I'm going to publish the Gear of the Year article probably the same week that I record this. Hopefully this will go up relatively soon, maybe even before that article gets published. But I just wanted to go through and talk about the things that I really like this year, why I like them, and then I'll leave a more detailed analysis for the website. So there are 5 objects on this table on my bench, my workbench, and each one of these things is something that I've used and carried a lot this year. So the first thing is this knife, which is part of the Gerber Reserve line, and this is the Gerber Terracraft. I've done a video on this, and I've done a little write-up on why this knife is so important for the knife industry. And aside from all of the sort of market significance, it's just a really great knife. There's really no flaws here. The handle design is different. It fits well in the hand. The sheath is probably the best leather sheath I've ever seen on a production knife. It is just a really good sheath. It works well, and the knife itself is pretty attractive. The next item on the table, as you can see, there's a theme of green micarta, is the Brian Nadeau Sharp by Design Micro Evo 2. He has another run of these that he just announced, and I think they're sold out. But this knife is a really, really good knife. This is probably as good a knife as any human being, good a folder as any human being ever needs. If you want more expensive than this or fancier than this, you're getting it for reasons other than performance. This is a fantastic knife. In many ways, I think this is like what the Sebenza should have evolved into had they let the Sebenza evolve as opposed to just producing the same knife for 20 years. This is a really nice titanium frame lock folder. It has the detent ramp design that Brian pioneered. It has this really great deep carry over the top sculpted pocket clip that's sort of been clipped off here at the end so that it's not extra pokey. It's the right size, it's the right weight, it cuts well. This knife does everything really, really well, and that's why it's one of my favorite knives and one of the 5 favorite items of 2020. The other knife that's on this list, the other folder that's on this list, is a significantly cheaper folder, and it is the Adam Purvis Progeny MR. This is a flipper that Adam Purvis designed. Adam was a custom knife maker. Now he works mainly on doing upgrades and clips. And this knife has a bunch of really nice features. It's not terribly expensive. I think it was like $130, $140 from Adam directly off his website. It was designed by Adam and made by Best Tech. The overall fit and finish is quite good. The flipping action is good. I do have a little issue over time. The lock has gotten a little funny. You can see if I can do it here. Ready? There we go. If you hit it in just the right spot, it'll disengage. That's not something that comes up very often. I'm not like a spine whack test kind of guy. It does do fine in normal use, but you know, it's one of those things. I wanted to mention it because it started to happen. I'm going to see if I can send it back to Adam. But the knife itself, assuming this is just a production flaw and not a design flaw, one being endemic to the entire line and the other being endemic to just this unit, is a really great knife. It's light, it's the right size, it flips well, it looks different. It has a lot of nice little tiny features, like you can see the cutout here, or the runway for your finger and the flipper, the fact that it has only one liner. I mean, it's just a bunch of really nice features. This clip is awesome. It's probably the best sculpted clip I've ever seen. It like has virtually no impact on grip whatsoever. It's a really, really good knife. And the price is right. The steel is 154 cm, so it's not the best steel in the world, but it's still a really good steel. I really like that knife. I carried it a lot this year. This is a pen by Spoke Design, which is a collaboration between Brian Conti and Brad Dowdy of the Pen Addict. And Conti had been designing machine aluminum pencils, mechanical pencils, that were just a step up from what anybody else was doing in the machine pen space. Now some people have started to get in the same ballpark as he has. But this pen in particular, the Rhodey, is sort of the Fisher Bullet space pen equivalent in their lineup. It came out in fall of this year. I picked mine up, I think, in October, and I have carried this pen every day since I bought it. It is fantastic. The colors are spectacular. The magnetic cap is really great. The machining is super fine. It takes a good refill. There's really nothing to dislike about this pen. It wasn't terribly expensive. It was like 60 bucks. It's just the right size. I carry this every day. I use it every weekend at the grocery store and I'm doing the grocery list. It is just a great pen. And the fact that it's so small, so compact, and really sort of almost takes over. Like if you don't quite put the cap on, it's going to lock into place just by using the pen. This has made a great pen for, the COVID times when you pull this out, use it, and you can just slather it and don't have to worry about it. It's fine. It's all done. The wear is occurring, as you can see. There's some anodizing that is rubbed off around the cap. I think that looks super duper cool. There's a little bit up here around the clip, and that's probably just because when I put it in my pocket, it probably bangs into something because I always carry some other stuff in my pocket too. So I really love this pen. It's a great pen. Review's up on the website, and that'll be on the gear of the year. The final thing is something that I haven't reviewed yet on the website or done a video overview for. It is this flashlight. This flashlight is the Hoku. It is by La Lima. Ugh. Michelin makes this along with another person, and it is an absolutely fantastic light. It is a rechargeable battery-only flashlight. This is in the AAA format. It's just fantastic. It's super simple to use. It's a twist on, twist high, twist again to cycle through the modes. It has a bolt-on clip. It tail stands rock solid, and it looks gorgeous. As you can see, I've carried it every day since I've got it. It has some wear on it. The copper is, gathering its signs of wear and patina quite nicely. I really, really like this flashlight. It's the perfect size for me. It's a little bit bigger than something like the Mushan Aeon, which is another great flashlight. That extra size gives it a little extra punch. This is a pretty bright light, but I've run it for more than 2 hours on the medium, and it didn't drain the batteries. That was not when the battery was fully topped off, so it's got really good run times too. I'm pretty much done with the real poppy high lumen lights that are coming out now. They basically run for 91 seconds, and then they become like a regular everyday flashlight. I'd much rather have something that has a consistent runtime, that can hold its highs better, and that has some thoughtful design. The fact that this thing is just so beautiful is a cherry on top for me. So these are the 5 things that are going to be in the running for Gear of the Year. One of these 5 is in the Gear of the Year. If you want to see which one I pick, go over to the website, Everyday Commentary. The article should be up by the time this video is up. So thank you very much.